All right, everyone, I have some very exciting things to show you. I went to Walmart last night, and the brand new A Classic 80th Anniversary Collection Trackmaster things finally hit here in southern Indiana. It finally started to hit America, period. And without ado, I'm just going to go ahead and jump into this, because here is the brand new 80th Anniversary Classic Collection. This is the 3-pack variant of Thomas the Tank Engine. Now, as you can see, in the last video, I reviewed the Day Out with Thomas variant. Now, the single packs, like this one will have less detail, like they won't have the painted buffers or the white running board or anything, but they're still perfect. They're still absolutely amazing. This video probably pretty similar to that one, just going over the updated, or I guess more deluxe one, whatever you want to call it. Now we'll start here with the side. I've seen a lot of people question what this like dirt detailing is. To me, this looks like water backsplash or something. Like if you're on a gravel road and it rains, you get that really like almost the color of like this stone here, but the water will look like that color. To me, it looks like that's been splashed all over Thomas's side tanks here. I don't mind it personally. I really like the look of it. I think it's pretty nice. And of course, it's just a regular stock standard Thomas, nothing crazy, no banners or anything like the Day Out with Thomas one. The front buffers are painted. Again, there's that splash of white there. The face looks fantastic. 3D whistle. The water filler caps on the tanks are more pronounced. The wheel arch has an actual gap there. The side rods and the chassis themselves, or the chassis itself, looks really good with the return of the spoked wheels and the actual 3D instead of print one. The rear end doesn't have any painted details. I am going to go through probably with my paint marker and maybe redo the front buffers, add a little silver to the coupling hook there. Not that the factory ones look bad. They just don't. To me, they don't look like full. Like you can see there's pretty obvious red circle around it, and I like to fill that all the way in. And of course, I will do my usual paint the buffers, paint the tail lamp in. I didn't show this in the original video, at least I don't recall, but I have painted the buffers and the coupling silver, just because I figured, hey, it's a party-themed one, why not? I will probably do something just like this, but for the 3-pack one here. I already went over the Troublesome trucks, or the new mold for them, but these will probably be more of the standard issue ones, I guess, going forward. You get 2 of them in this pack, and I'm pretty sure they have the same rust printing detail, but they're all painted. They're on the new chassis with all of the extra detail. They don't have the spoked wheels anymore. They come with actual cargo loads. Now, I know these are just reused from the Reboot toys. You just get 2 of them in a different color. This light brown and this dark brown. The trucks themselves are the exact same. They're basically identical, but although the face mold is the same, the way they are painted is different. This one has a very toothy grin. This one has a very open mouth, wide smile, and he's looking a little up off to the left there. And of course the wood grain. I love this new mold for Troublesome truck. I genuinely want to buy several of this Thomas pack, and the Gordon one too for that express coach, just to have I want to army build these. I cannot put into words how happy seeing trucks with 3D faces and all of this painted detail with extra molded axle boxes and such. This new 80th range, I really hope just isn't for this year, and I hope this is the format going forward, because this is some really, really impressive stuff coming from Mattel, considering, in my eyes, really the last good Mattel stuff was Blue Mountain Quarry, or Blue Mountain Mystery. Yes, the name of the movie is the name of the location. But the Blue Mountain Mystery stuff, I think, was the last genuinely really, really solid time frame of Thomas Toys. That very, very tail end of, like, 2012, 2011, to me, that's the peak Mattel there. And of course, we'll compare them again to the regular 2014 style Thomas. This is a very, very similar video to the other Day Out with Thomas one, so I can't say too much. They're the same character, they're bound to look similar. Of course, bear in mind, most of the detail, like the buffers, the coupling, the lamp, there have been painted in by me, take that all away. This is a massive improvement over this, and the face especially, because this doesn't look anything like CGI Thomas to me, but this is dead on. This is perfect. And of course, I will bring in the Reboot All Engines Go one. Pretty similar in size. Place them down, buffer to buffer here. This is just ever so slightly shorter than the Reboot one. Of course, same switches and everything, although these classic ones have a darker red switch. These ones are brighter, which I just noticed that. I somehow didn't notice that in the last Thomas video. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cut this Thomas review short, purely because the Day Out with Thomas one is just already super similar. I don't really have too much to say about Thomas himself. Of course, there's something I noticed in that video. I swear, these sound quieter, and they're definitely a lot stronger too, because he can pull just about everything on the table here, no problem. So I'll go ahead and bring in Thomas with his 2 Troublesome trucks. And that is the Thomas 3-pack review. This one's a little short, not super in-depth. I hope you guys liked it anyway. And thank you for watching.